The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is...
F. Your Honor. What's up, animatronic Santa killing bitches?
Yeah, you T8100 bitches.
That's right. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, oh, oh.
Time to kill some hoes.
Nah, I mean, yo.
Yeah.
That one scene, though, that was like, we literally, I feel like, almost saw a lip.
Oh, yeah.
On that scene, dude, because it was like, wow, that's pretty graphic.
Yeah.
She, by the way, this entire film is like a night either you and I could have had.
Yeah.
Like, totally.
Yeah.
But not, like, I mean, leading up to the killing. I'm talking about the conversation where it's just like ragging on each other about bands and movies and shit.
Yeah.
And then you get back to the house and you pull out shit from your collection and it's like,
yeah.
No, that's not the best. This is the best album. You're like, wow, dude. Okay, I have flashbacks for this film. So, tonight on the Chopping...
It's a cool little town, by the way, because they have a record store and a fucking toy store on the same, pretty much, like, block.
Yeah, and
pretty
of course,
badass.
it had to be a younger person owning the record store
to
kind of feed the youth.
Exactly.
But tonight on the Chopping Block, we're going to be talking about the new 2022 Christmas movie, Christmas Bloody Christmas. It is on Shudder right now. It dropped on the 9th, so a couple weeks now. And it's about an animatronic Santa gone rogue.
Yeah, that was built by the military, which is kind of weird. They're like, oh, military built these animatronic Santas that should be helpful for the stores. Oh, wait, they have gone haywire.
They said, these new animatronic Santas so we can avoid the degenerates that usually become Santa and are drunk and drinking around our children.
So nothing should go wrong with that.
No.
Stuff designed by the military, no problem.
Now, I am a little disappointed. There was no, like, power surge, like at least in like Shopping Mall. There was nothing to cause a glitch. It just happened.
I will
just
say,
happened. I'm like,
you were thinking something where like there's a keyword. If you say naughty like 3 times, it activates it or something.
Yeah,
something just kind of generic.
It just happened.
All of a sudden, it's just like, you know what? Fuck humans. Fuck humans.
Skynet went live. There you go.
Yeah,
that's what happened. I'm like, that doesn't make no.
Or like a pair of like Christmas lights, like fell down and like shocked them or something. Anything, just nope. All of a sudden, just hates fucking humans.
Well, as we find out later, towards the end of the film, apparently it's impervious to any kind of electrocution unless water's involved.
Yep.
Which is another.
Yeah.
But all in all, this movie, I think, strongest point is the banter. Like, it's some great dialogue
with
in
the characters,
this movie. The dialogue is amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt. Like, I mean. You noticed the little nod in the record store, right? They showed it at the end and at the first time you see the wall in the record store. They show it both times.
What's that?
What? It says, "Help me, I'm in hell."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. And then, Dude Man's dating her best friend. She picks out the perfect record, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, by the way, Dude Man was like tonguing that chick's ass.
Yeah.
He said, turn around, Daddy's hungry.
Yeah.
And like he literally dug into her asshole.
By the way, the chair that Santa would be sitting in.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what activated him.
No, because he went live first.
I know, I'm just saying, like, wait a second. That was my fucking chair.
Maybe it was the act of being naughty.
That's what
he heard them. No, I mean, that was before he did that.
But on his fucking chair. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where he was supposed to be sitting and fucking, and they're fucking on his chair. So.
Yeah, because they showed him look at that, walk all the way back, get an axe, walk all the way back out, and that was our first kill, was a head slice down the fucking...
With robot strength. Can we mention robot strength? Because every time that axe comes down with some kind of power, and people are being fucking split.
Yeah, and it's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking rad. But no, like, our main girl and her...
Lori, I think's her name.
Lori, and her clerk, employee.
Yeah.
Are like...
They're fucking flirting. They're talking shit. But they're also like, y'all are going to fuck. Y'all are going to fuck.
No, but by the time, like, before they even leave the bar, I'm like, would you just fuck her in the bathroom or something? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But you never got to fuck her.
I know. That's
You never got to fuck her.
fucking animatronic Santa fucking cock blocked the shit out of him.
Well, no, I mean,
that's what it was. Remember, because she came down.
No.
And she's kid murder.
No. You see, what happened was, after you go down on them and then they come in your mouth, you immediately slide your dick in them and keep going.
Yeah.
You don't take a fucking break.
I think she was like, I need to take a moment. So
no, he got up. He still had his pants on. He hadn't been working on that, and
that's right. They're just hanging out. Yeah, I don't get it.
He didn't set it up like.
He's probably like.
I'm just saying.
He's like, all right, she's gonna go down to the kitchen, come back, close off. We're gonna fuck all the way.
Yeah, no. See, like if he had just literally, as soon as that happened,
nobody prepares for animatronic Santa murdering the child next door. All right.
But after I get when I'm going down on someone, my immediate plan is to slide my dick in them.
Yeah.
But immediately.
But we do have the nice weird back and forth of him fucking eating her out while animatronic Santa is murdering the dad next door. Mm-hmm. I kind of like that back and forth. It's like, oh man, she's digging this shit. This dad fucking hates this shit, and she's digging this shit, and dad's trying to get away from this shit.
And you thought the kid next door is gonna be? I was like, are they gonna do it? Are they going to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, they do it. They don't show you, though.
They don't show you.
But they do it.
Well, they show you the aftermath.
Yeah.
Which, all right, I'm going to throw this out here.
No, that was the bodies. That was the dad's body they threw.
I thought it was the kid's.
No, it was the dad's body.
It was pretty light. It was pretty small. Are we sure?
It had the long black hair. The kid had short blonde hair.
That was missing a head.
Mm-mm. Because remember the dude, whoever he was, the employee, I forget his name, Robbie? Mm-hmm. Robbie. He's using that as a shield.
Yeah. See, I thought it was the kid's because it was a smaller body. Because it's a little lightweight. Because
it is a lighter body, but I swear I saw black hair.
I'm going to say it was a kid because that would be more fucked up and more badass. But pretty much tosses the kid's body through the window, comes in, fucking Robbie grabs, and as the axe is about to come down, says, oh, I'll just grab the dead body you used to break the window to fucking axe protect myself.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
I would fucking do it. I mean, it's not doing any more harm.
Exactly.
The person's already dead. So, I mean, yeah, I'd fucking, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, of course, her sister is also in town, who is also hot, and who the fuck is she dating? That's the motherfucker who was loud the entire time. He's like, am I getting the keys? What am I doing?
I thought it was at first? I thought it was the dude in Cobra Kai, the older guy that
that is getting bribed in the most recent season.
Yeah. I thought it was him for a second because it looked like him.
Mm-hmm.
Not him, but you can get an idea if you've seen it. Like, not the best in shape looking motherfucker.
No, it's not that. It's just he was so annoying. He just didn't...
where they are all ducking and quietly whispering. He's like, what? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's that over there?
It's like, come on,
and I'm
man.
like, that dude's fucking dying so fucking
if
fast.
your sister-in-law, I don't know if they were married, the chick you're banging sister wakes you up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And says, we got to go. And then you see them all crouching. Maybe don't walk out of the room like,
crouching.
Hey guys, I don't know what to do.
And whispering. Like, they're like, he's fucking out there. And he's like, what's that? What you talking about?
Am I going do you want me to get the keys? Shut the fuck up. Am I getting the keys or not? Shut the fuck up. Go. Am I getting the keys? Yes. All right. Fuck. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, read the room.
Yeah.
Read the room. I'm so glad he died.
We all knew he was going to.
But I'm sad it was an off-screen death. They didn't show him. Remember? They showed him.
Yeah.
He was like the fodder, so they could get away.
Yeah.
You didn't see I wish we could have seen him die.
But he makes the perfect fodder because, again.
I know.
Yeah.
But I hated him so much in like the 3 minutes I had to deal with him that I wanted him to fucking die. Oh, dude, I know you love that scene.
Yeah. Bone popping action.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love, they get out, they fucking get in their car, and it's fucking just, they slam into, as she mentioned when they pulled up there.
The Ranchero.
Yeah, the Ranchero that parks in front of their fucking place. Dude comes out, and he's fucking like, you fucked my car up. And they're just like, dude, fucking leave.
Dude, what's awesome is
we all do.
His dialogue through that, he's like, man, I just had a detail. Who the fuck is proud of their Ranchero, dude?
Exactly.
In 2022. Who is proud of the...
Apparently he was.
And like, I just got a detail, I'll fuck you up.
Thing he said before he gets fucking, again, split in fucking half. There's a lot of split in half in this movie, man.
Now, I will say, and this is before we go too much further in the movie, this is a scene that happens prior to this. It was when they leave the bar, get in Robbie's truck, and drive back to Lori's house.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
There's, like, the Santa had already killed the 2 friends.
Yeah.
That were fucking in the toy store. but it walked out of the toy store and they're just a little bit ahead of him on Main Street. But
he's pretty determined. He's just
he is. But my thing is, the actor, and I looked him up. I forget his name right now. He does a pretty good job most of the movie, but that slow walk across to the end of the parking lot, like following that vehicle, that wasn't good.
No,
that wasn't good.
Yeah, he is almost like, I'm gonna walk robot style. Well, no, I'm walking normal. Yeah, robot style, normal.
Well, yeah. It's like, because
we'll just say, let's throw this out here. There are a lot of Terminator beats in this movie, and at the end of the movie, it's almost completely Terminator. But there's a lot of beats of.
Dude, there's a crawling chase scene. That is Terminator, and he's missing an arm.
Setting the truck thing on fire, explosion scene, a la Terminator.
And also, he rips his arm. He breaks free from his own arm.
Yep.
And crawls.
Yep.
That is verbatim.
Now in Terminator. Doesn't he expose his red light lit up eye?
Oh, yeah, except now we're green.
Yeah, this was great.
We're green.
The last part of this movie, again, is pretty much we like Terminator, but we want to make Santa in it.
But I'm not mad at it.
No, it was still fun.
It's cheesy as fuck.
And you get a lot of really good kills prior to it kind of being last girl showdown.
Now, after dude got split in half, now we're up to the cop.
Yeah.
Which, okay. Before we go too much into the cop, I want to preface this with saying that I now understand why all women, I feel like at a certain point, hated horror movies, especially like growing up in the 80s and kind of into the 90s.
Right.
Where, you had your final girl, but there was always like 2 or 3 fodder girls that were just fucking stupid. Because every man in this fucking movie is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like a fucking idiot.
Well, can we also preface by saying every law enforcement man is...
man. Like the dude with the ranchero, the fucking douche that the sister was dating, the fucking other 3 cops.
Well, I'm saying you get that first cop that shows up, and
no, but it's like they get thrown down, they can't get back up. Oh, they know there's a threat, but they're just like, oh God, I can't. Oh, I can stand, but that's all I can do, and then they get killed.
Yeah.
Or the cop, specifically the first cop, gets his brains blown out. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Like. I now just understand more of why that's annoying.
It threw me off a little bit because he was using axe and kind of blowing out. I was like, oh, wait, he was designed by the military. He knows how to use a gun. All right, there you go. Yeah.
No, it's just the men seem so stupid. But I understand it.
Yeah.
You're throwing in the dynamic on the other way.
Then you have the deputy who she gets in, the cop that's head got blown off, drives the cop car to get the fuck out of Dodge. Then sees cop cars and ambulance pulling up on the road. She's like, okay, cool. And they're like, you're in a dead cop's fucking car.
They know he's dead.
Yeah, okay. But I'm just saying, they're like, they can't look good. She's covered in blood, driving a cop car.
He was an asshat. But I get it. I get it. He looks,
like, scummy looking to Jack Black. Yeah, I mean, like.
But I get, like, why if you were a cop and you rode up on some chick covered in blood in...
that's
your fellow, like
you arrest her, but then they're just already instantly treating her like shit. Like, you shut the fuck up. Like, why would I stop? If I did something, why would I stop and flag y'all down, assholes?
Exactly. Well, and like, what's his face was like the sheriff.
There's not really a uniform code for cops. You can kind of grow your hair out, not take showers for a few days, because you have your deputy, who again looks like a hobo fucking Jack Black, and then you have your main sheriff, who looks like he's had a bender for a few days. He was in a lot of...
He's in a lot of Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah, actually, he's the dude that plays Herman Munster in the new Zombie, but he's in all the Rob Zombie movies.
I know. I was just trying to avoid talking about that.
That guy, yeah. Oh, that movie specifically, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we just not...
Because he was also in 31, if you want to bring that up, so...
I feel like I'd rather... Because 31 doesn't hit me as hard. I grew up watching the Munsters.
Okay.
See? Like...
Wait, you've watched it?
Part of it.
You were surprised. Again, I know we've talked about giving Rob Zombie as this ex-girlfriend we give you chances to. I learned my lesson. I didn't go that path, but you know.
I watched part of it and I couldn't stomach it and I stopped. I just couldn't.
Well, yeah, it warns you at the beginning of the movie, directed by Rob Zombie. I mean, you know.
No, it says a Rob Zombie film.
Okay, but I'm saying, all right? Like, it kind of warned you ahead of time, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway.
But that guy is the sheriff who we got it earlier. He showed up at the bar and he's just
bitch about a dog and
angry at the fucking world.
Yeah, because Robbie even says like, man, that guy is so fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
But they bring her back to the police station.
And
a la Terminator.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's but they send a whole crew back to the area that her house to find out what's going on, and you get the radio silence. We all pretty much know.
Ambulance.
Then you see the ambulance coming up,
and
we all kind of had.
By the military, it can drive.
Yeah.
I mean, now the cool thing is, this did remind me of the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, where it's in the police station at a certain point.
Yeah.
I kind of got a feel, kind of got a little feel from that.
But there's that comes in, fucks up both the cops. We knew the sheriff and the deputy. You're getting fucking killed. But she
killed the one outside.
Yeah.
Made him eat his own fucking shotgun.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I always say there was kind of a cool, intense moment where she's hiding her desk, and apparently, I don't know, they must have like 30 cops that all have desk jobs, because there's like a shitload of desks in this police station. But she's under one of them, fucking loading up the shotgun, and so he's just going and flipping a fucking desk, and then flipping another desk, and just making it down to the last fucking. I thought it was pretty cool. That was a pretty good.
It was.
Scene.
No, that's one of those suspense building things, right?
Yeah.
And I think that it does that well in this movie. Like I feel like for something as ridiculous as this concept is, like it takes itself seriously enough while also being fun. You know what I mean? Like it's just enough. It's just enough seriousness.
But you clear out all the main characters, so now it's just pretty much her and him. And that's your kind of final showdown. She fucking gets him. Like, I guess she escapes. She gets in there. He fucking shows up, blows up the fucking ambulance, and then we get.
Yeah. So how does it go? How does it get from the police station to where? Oh, he runs out of the police station when she gets in the ambulance and drives away and hops on the back.
Yeah.
So when she stops, like the whole reason she stops what she does is because he finally broke through the front, and then she slams the brakes on, throws him off, and hits. Was that whose car was that? Somebody's car.
Yeah.
And flips the car over.
But this thing starts to get
on him.
Well, we find out it's kind of like kryptonite. She has a taser and fucking nails him. And at first, like, he's down for the count, sort of. But we kind of knew that, like, no, that's too easy. No,
that's too easy.
We're not in the movie with a fucking taser to the head,
fucking
all right?
Taser, man.
This is going the full rounds, all right?
Yeah. And then, I mean, when she takes... and they like, this is where they go like the dramatic, like this is where they're like, okay, we're gonna fucking cheese this up, eat this scene, because she like fucking rams the fucking car, flips it over on Santa, his arm anyway, so he's pinned.
Yeah.
And then she just gets out, makes a Molotov cocktail through the fucking gas tank, and lights it up, and then boosh.
You're like, all right, I guess maybe. Nope.
Then she goes into her record store.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And she's like smoking a joint.
A la Terminator. No, that can't be, again, no, not easy enough, all right? This is hardcore military design, killer Santa. You're just not going to sort of blow him up and not check to make sure he's done for, and think you're good to go, all right?
Yeah. Now, this is where it gets fun, because he wakes back up, shoots out green lasers, and rips his own arm off.
Yep.
And, oh, dude, when they have the competition in the store, there's another scene where you think he might be done. She stabs him with a fucking sword.
Yeah.
And like sparks flying everywhere.
But she gets fucked up too.
But she loses her fucking fingers. She gets her ankle broken. Yeah, that's another one for you. This movie was all for you, bro.
I know. I kept waiting for him to go after somebody's eye. Didn't fucking happen. It's all broken bones for me.
Yeah. No eyes, just broken bones.
But she
got fucked up.
It's but I'm just saying, she gets fucked up, but she's laying shit on him. Like, I really like the way they set up this ending where, like
she's crawling, he's crawling, fucking like, just, you know what I mean? Like, just that, like, it's not like she can run, because obviously she could get away easily from something crawling.
Yeah.
No, she's fucking crawling because she's got a broken ankle.
Yes, yeah.
Missing fucking...
Yeah, I know. There's blood all over the place.
Dude. And then breaks, which, this kind of, I guess at fight or flight, you could do that.
Yeah.
That wire's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Taking the electrical conduit and actually breaking it free and ripping wire, and then...
People do some insane shit.
So we know if you have an animatronic Santa in your neighborhood, folks, if it goes rogue, it takes 3 electrocutions.
Yep.
3 electrocutions.
Count them out. Ho, zzz, ho, zzz, ho. Zzz. All right? There you go. That's the easy way to remember it, all right?
Yes. Oh. And then they had the Texas Chainsaw ending.
That's right, yeah.
Because she comes out in his daytime and she lays on the ground and just starts laughing and just a shot of her laughing.
Yeah.
She is the Sally of Christmas.
She earned it. It's Christmas morning.
Yeah. I made it. Yeah. No, this movie, it's a load of fun. It's going to be on my watch list.
And I was going to say,
I need to look for, like, this movie I will look for a hard copy of.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think it's good enough to where it could eventually not be on streaming.
The dialogue and the banter with the main characters was made it a lot of fun.
We're biased. They talk about Sabbath, fucking punk bands,
and they even throw in. I forgot to
bands.
mention the boyfriend of her friend, Jonah Ray, just randomly shows up, like
what the fuck?
Yeah. So it's just one of those where the dialogue's pretty fun, and then the kills are ridiculous. And again, I myself a huge fan of Terminator.
Yes.
So Terminator Santa.
I will say, Terminator's scarier.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's because Arnold sells it more. Like that, we were saying.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, specify. The ending of Terminator is scarier.
Oh,
like when that fucking machine walks out of the fire.
Oh yeah,
dude, that scene is epic, bro. Yeah. Like that is fucking horrifying.
I kind of was waiting for that with this. No. That he was gonna stand up and be like half machine, half Santa. But it's more the eyes and the mouth are all fucked up.
Yeah, I'm talking about like after they blow the truck up with the pipe bombs, and you get the full robot. With the red eyes coming at you, that shit is horrifying.
Yeah.
From that point of the movie of Terminator to the end is a fucking horror movie. Fight me if you want. You can't deny that. That shit is, dude, that shit is scary, dude.
But this is more toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
With her and then that, I mean, she kind of lucks out and that dummy Terminator crawls into a crushing machine. So I'm just saying, she wins because he's stupid, doesn't recognize things that can smush your head down.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he has one objective. Kill Sarah Connor.
Yeah,
right.
Not pay attention to your environment. I know,
exactly,
yeah. It's the one.
This one doesn't pay attention to his environment at all.
I understand, but dummy literally went to the thing that can crush his head. All right, you know what? There's another way to crawl, guy. All right.
And also, it looks better.
Yeah.
Even something from the '80s look better.
Well, it's
than something
Cameron.
from 2022.
I mean, dude, we're talking about look. This guy, the director, he did VFW, so he's done.
We reviewed that last year. Go back and take a look at that.
But
was it last year or was it early this year? It was last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not going to compare this guy to James Cameron. Even early James Cameron.
Fair. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, this movie is awesome and past John Block. I want to own it. That's just saying a lot.
I was just honestly shocked how it started going into that Terminator, because I was like, okay, generic, kill.
But then when you see it, you're kind of like, oh, this makes sense.
It makes sense. You just kind of ignored that it's this animatronic Santa till it's just her and it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, now I understand.
That's why I think we decided more to make it a madness than a beautiful disasters, because they actually go a certain way with it.
Yeah.
That takes it away from like this is just a tire fire.
Plus, most of the time, if it comes out on Shudder, it leans more madness. There's a few things that will be beautiful disasters.
No, but I mean, listeners, there is a fine line at times, but like this definitely leans more of a horror madness.
Yeah.
And as a fun horror movie versus like, I mean, what's the difference between, it's animatronic. You take the animatronic out, what's the difference between this and Silent Deadly Night?
Yeah. The animatronic doesn't yell naughty and fucking take a big titty, what's her name, and put her through the...
Linnea Quigley?
Yeah.
I was hoping to see her titties. Lori's titties? Something.
You saw the ass.
Oh, she had nice... That girl was hot.
I told you about that.
Fucking hot, dude. Like, and I could totally believe that she is a punk rock metal chick.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that she is believable. It's not like, this kind of built up, whatever. They actually made a good character. A good final girl that you actually believed in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, which I think that's what made her hotter. Honestly, for me, it's like, oh God, where have you been? But no, I mean, she's phenomenal. Like that rage scream she does when she fucking pounds the fucking car onto the Santa to crush her arm, and she gives another one later on in the record store. Like you're like, okay,
she's bringing it.
It's not just final girl fear scream. It's like, I'm fucking gonna kill you.
I also love that they set up this whole thing with her and her employee. Was it Robbie?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, and they get out of the house and make it, and you kind of think, okay, maybe this is going to be both of them, and then they go, nope, and you even get to where Robbie gets pulled out of the car, and you're still thinking, okay, somebody's going to save him. Nope, Robbie fucking
That's
dies.
the thing. That's what I'm saying. He gets pulled out of the car, and all the Santa does is slam on the ground. Now, I know it's a robot doing it, so there's obviously some added strength there.
Dude, his face, practical effects, but very obvious, but his face goes squish, squish. Like, I like that. That was pretty fucking funny.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, before that happened, all that happens is he gets thrown on the ground, and Santa takes the time to walk back to get his axe.
Yeah.
Come back, and I'm like, Robbie, what the fuck are you doing? And he's barely staggering up the car, and all of a sudden, like, whoo!
I mean, he was getting fucked up prior to getting to the car, so, but still, they set it up where you think, okay, maybe someone, nope, he's dead. He's dead, so.
Dead is dead.
Yep.
Dead is dead. All right, folks. Again, a past time block for both of us. Hit us up at lowdownbrown.gy@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. We know it is the holiday season. Christmas is this weekend. So we'll hear from you next weekend. If you have any input on this film. If you already watched it, which we were stoked. We watched it like we were ready to go.
I think I watched it opening, like they came out.
Yeah, I watched it like 2 days later.
I saw that trailer. I was like, countdown begins.
You're welcome. I fucking showed you that fucking trailer. No one knew it came out. I'm like, oh no, this motherfucker. Yeah. This fucking movie is going to be amazing. And it was. Like I said, I want to own it. For me to want to put something on my shelf it speaks volumes for the movie.
It's a fun movie to people come over, you're like, check this shit out.
Rewatch, exactly. Yep. So, again, let us know if you've seen it or if you just saw it after you listen to this and what you think of it. Also, go to gipodcast.com. Check out all the other shows under the network. I do believe our Amazon link will still be up on this episode. I'm not sure. We have recently parted ways with Amazon. But if it is up, go to our links tab. It should be the first link. You can click on that link and log in. It'll take you to Amazon. You log in, you shop like normal. Get some New Year's fucking Jimmy Jams. I know what link
will be there for sure.
But hold on.
All right.
If it's there, buy some shit for your New Year's party.
Yeah.
Whatever. Get ready for New Year's. It's a week away.
Get those weird mask things.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. The quarter vowels bullshit.
Party, I don't know.
I prefer quarter vowels. Fuck eyes wide shut. That was terrible.
I'm saying go to a naked party with weird mask. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, we don't judge here.
If it's naked parties or weird masks, you can get cock rings and shit on Amazon.
The Mouse Boys don't judge. All right.
No, get your fuck on.
Yeah.
Instead of Soul Glow, get your shine on. Get your fuck on.
Get your fuck on.
It's terrible. But the link right next to Amazon that's not going anywhere, as Jeffrey Hunter said, is TeePublic.
Yeah.
And the next couple weeks is going to be it for getting the spooky designs. They're going away at the beginning of the year. So again, you got a week. New Year's is
do it. Get it.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
Make sure you fucking get your shit in. And there's every show on the network has a couple of designs, and then there's tons of tangential fun shit.
Get the designs on shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, all kinds of cool, crazy ass shit.
Exactly. Shit that you will use.
That is a sticker.
I've got like 4 or 5 coffee mugs myself. People come over, and I ask if they want coffee, and I make a big old fucking 14-cup thing of coffee. Guess what? I got plenty of mugs to disperse to my friends for coffee.
Yep.
I'm just saying, there's tons of shit you can get it's usable shit. It's not just like bullshit. You can use it as part of your home, and it's awesome. And while you're on gipodcast.com, check out all the other shows under the network. We got something for everybody. I do want to make another note that the flagship Geeks Under the Influence podcast and the After Hours GUI Nights podcast will be ending with the end of the year. We will be getting back together sporadically throughout the year. You might get
the bands back together
quarterly episodes here or there, but as far as weekly releases, that is not happening moving into 2024.
I compare it kind of to like Slayer's last tour,
Except they were constant for like a year
and a half. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it'd be like Slayer's last tour, every once in a while it might happen.
Yeah. But except Slayer's last tour was continuous, and then they ended, and they haven't been back since.
I'm just talking about the last tour that was 15 years ago that they keep happening. So
did they have a last tour 15 years ago?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
That's why I was always laughing when we're going to Slayer. I'm like, which one is this? Which one of their last tours is this?
You know what? It was still awesome seeing Slayer. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Anyway, but fair. This is all the other shows are staying. Madness, obviously, we're going to move forward, and we got tons of awesome content dropping right out of the gate in 2023, and then later in the year in 2023. So go to podcast.com. Keep up. Follow all the social media to keeping up to date on what's getting ready to drop, because we have a lot of fucking shit getting ready to come out.
Oh,
which is part of the reason why the flagship's ending. It took up a lot of time.
So much shit.
And the podcast community and the podcast world is kind of grown out of what we did on GUI flagship. We kind of pioneered that in our area, but that's not really where...
We got a whole network now, man. Like,
exactly.
There's so much, little variety. You know, get the little taster things with all different ones. Ooh, exactly. A little spicy, a little crazy, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out. Make sure you're paying attention to notifications when it comes to GUI. We got tons of awesome shit coming in the next year. So until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Up.
Mike the Hobbit here,
Lowdown Brown,
inviting you to check out Geek Some of the Influence, a podcast that pairs booze with conversation with good friends.
and a little nerd culture.
We get a lot of colorful conversation out of our episodes, but it is here for everyone, no gatekeeping.
Always level up everything we do.
We'll punch up, never punch down.
Exactly.
So check out Geeks Under the Influence everywhere you get your podcasts and join us or die.
Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Welcome to GUI Nights.
GUI Nights.
Yeah, I am Lowdown Brown. With me as always,
Mike the Hobbit.
this is the tangential side of GUI.
This is like so many of those other shows that has the after the show bit mixed with a little bit of Baywatch Nights, so it's a little sexier. It's a little bit after hours.
Also while tying it into the previous episode of GUI. So look forward to that too, because this comes out the week after the flagship hour-long episode.
So make sure to check out GUI Nights, and when you're done, you can...
Go the fuck home.
My name is Amy Bogard,
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
and we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're gonna fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
Hey guys, Scotty P here with Smash on your left. And we are the Geek Fathers. That's right, bringing all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent.
So welcome to our world.
And as always, join us
Or cry.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots,
F.U. Hunter.
your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.